Hey everyone, this is Wes Fryer for Communitarian Prepper. Today's July 15th, 2024, and I've just taken a little 1.5 mile walk with my dogs, and I want to do a quick video to talk about food storage. And I decided to go ahead and start a channel on TikTok, and I have a bunch of videos. Well, I have some videos already on YouTube. Comprep, that's what you want to follow. COMMPREP. It is so important. Well, communitarian prepping is about preparing for natural disasters and emergencies to not only take care of yourself and your family, but also be able to help your community. And so this isn't about, zombie apocalypse, lone survivor stuff. This is about realistic, let's prepare. Last week, I think on Monday, we had what had been a Category 4 hurricane and turned into a tropical storm, make landfall near Houston. Our son and his wife lived there. They were out of power for less than 24 hours, but I think more than 12. And as of Friday, there were still 800,000 people in Houston without power. So wherever you live, it's possible for natural disasters to happen. It's possible for the grid to go down. Hopefully not for a really long time, but shoot, even if it's down for a couple days, and you've got stuff in your freezer that can, it can cause problems. So as a communitarian prepper, one of the things I believe is we should follow the recommendations of the government, of FEMA. And so if you go to ready.org, you'll find a host of different resources. And one of the things that we need to do, number one, is worry about water. And I need to do a new video about water, and I'm going to do a few new things about water prep. I am a school teacher, middle school STEM teacher, so summertime is a great time for me to get some things done that I didn't, things that are on my to-do list. So food storage, yes, water is super important, but food is important too. And as a goal, I have tried to prep for, at least 3 days of food, and I'm working towards the goal of, having a 2-week food supply. Now, it's interesting to talk about your preps, because one of the things that you want to be very wary of is advertising the fact that, oh, hey, I've got, food stores and I've got all this stuff set aside. Because, it is possible, especially in a longer term prepping situation, or, if you were in a situation, it's just possible that could be hazardous, right? Because people could find, hey, that you have resources. One of the goals that I have, I really hope we don't have some kind of obviously long-term grid shutdown situation here in the United States. But one of the things that I definitely want to do is encourage other people, and I got to show some stuff and talk about things. So I think there's a balance. Okay, so here's what I want to talk about. This little 4-shelf plastic shelf thing for 2 years since we've been here in North Carolina has been what I have stored the prep food that I have, which is mainly canned food, but it's a variety of things. And I try not to buy things that we're not going to eat. We don't like spam really, so I like spam. I have things that we actually will eat, because one of the things you want to do is go through your stores. I think that there's probably a balance, and there can be a good reason to have some freeze-dried stuff and some other food stores that you're not going to be regularly eating, but that's my strategy right now. All right. So here's what I did. I bought, let me see if I can get this in here. I think I'm going to edit this because iMovie won't let me do this. Well, let me go show it to you. All right. Our house is a lot smaller here in North Carolina than it was in Oklahoma. And so I just have, fewer options. This is what I purchased yesterday or this weekend. And it is called a Commander. It's $80 at Lowe's. I'm sure you can probably get, this maybe at Home Depot as well. But it's really sturdy plastic. I priced, we got an 8.5 foot ceiling here. And I went ahead and priced, what can I do for custom shelves, if I went ahead and bought those. And going with the prices that Lowe's had for basically something to be 24-inch shelves, and I think I could do maybe 6 shelves, it was going to be $300. So $80, this is a much more affordable price. And what this allowed me to do was take the food stores that I had had in our garage and that weren't as organized, and I couldn't see them, and it just wasn't as organized, and it let me go ahead and get it, here in our utility room, which is more climate controlled. It also let me go through everything, so I have an inventory, and I'm going to work on, keeping that inventory. I discovered things. I was like, oh man, I love to smoke brisket. This isn't like a prepping thing, but hey, Lone Star brisket rub. If I'm not just doing plain salt and pepper Texas style brisket, this is awesome. And so, anyway, there's things that I'm realizing I don't have. And then it's also nice because I kind of organize things a little bit, basically like soups. And then these are like sauces and seasonings. And then I have like vegetables, fruit. I've got quite a bit of like diced tomatoes, and then I've got essentially carbs. So I've got beans and some hash, and I've got some. I don't have very much pasta, but anyway, and then I've got some stuff at the bottom that are like our blender and air fryer and things like that. So yay, this is cool. This is awesome. I'm very happy with this. Let me just encourage you, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, we need to be prepared for emergencies. And one of the things that I started to do a better job of during COVID was have more food on hand, because I do all the shopping and all the cooking for our family. I love to do both those things. I love to cook, and I actually enjoy shopping and going, grocery shopping and going to the grocery store. Probably because I love to eat and I love to cook. And here's the point. I was, like a lot of folks, at least here in the United States, I don't know about other countries, but just kind of living almost day to day, going to the grocery store every few days. And if everything's fine and the supply chains are working great and the trucks are running and the power grid's up, all that stuff, hey, that's awesome, right? It's awesome to be able to go to the grocery store, get fresh produce. I love going to the farmer's market, and that's probably something I should talk about too, is, relationships with local suppliers. But I just started during COVID keeping more stuff on hand and having a more stocked pantry. So I want to encourage you to do that. Go to ready.gov. That's FEMA's website talking about emergency preparedness. One of the things, and I've talked about this on some of my other videos before, is budgets are limited basically for most normal people, and you can't just, hey, I'm going to drop, $500 or $300 or something like that, right now on food. So when you go to the grocery store, pick up a couple things, right? Get a couple things and then start to build your stores. And like I said, being able to have things a little more organized now, and just visually I can say, oh, look, I need to get some more soups, and I'm doing great on, these kinds of vegetables, but I need some more, fruit. And it gives me a really easy and fast way to check in with what my stores are and what I need to have. Again, my goal with this is, ideally, I'd like to have, it's not realistic to take care of everybody. We can't do that, right? But in an emergency, with the immediate neighbors that we have, if we've got family in the area, you got somebody who comes to you and it's like, I don't have anything. Can you help me? Ideally, I want to have enough that I have some to share, and that's part of this whole idea of being a communitarian prepper. So you can go to my website, which is comprep, COMMPREP.westfryer.com. There you're going to find not only videos that I've created, but some other ones that I have recommended. I had to create a whole new YouTube channel, months ago, because I do enjoy watching prepper-related video content. But as you do that, the kinds of things that YouTube feeds you, it just totally took over my regular channel. So that's why this is a separate channel. I have my regular channel that I've had since, I don't know, the late 90s or something, which is just W Fryer. But I hope this is helpful to you. Let me know in the comments what you think. And if you've got other suggestions around food preparation and food storage specifically, let me know, because I am learning and just trying to share out my journey, because I think this is the journey, part of the journey that we all need to be on. And that's for emergency preparedness, to take care of ourselves and our family, but also be able to take care of some of our neighbors and some other people in our community. Have a great day.